face because that makes better photography. So I'm here at the Long Beach show, and I'm speaking to one of the most distinguished surf collectors. Now, what's your name, young man?
Jason.
Jason. Now, Jason, do you just walk around with this all the time,
Yeah.
or did you buy it here?
I brought it and walked around with it like everybody else does around here.
I see. And what can you tell me about that?
No, it's early kneeboard by 1971 from Orange County, Newport Beach.
1971. That was the.
110, clean it up, ride it.
So how much did you pay for it?
$60.
And how many boards along these lines do you currently have? Because I was talking to someone about you, and they said you have a whole bunch of them. Is that true?
I think about 300.
About 300. Now, how do you have these things displayed?
Well, I got them up in my house, my office, and then I lent them out to my friends and put them up in restaurants and businesses and things like that.
And is there a famous restaurant that I may have heard of where one of your surfboards is there in state?
Nothing right now around here yet that's famous, but...
Well, can you name a single restaurant? Maybe an infamous...
All right, Duke's, Malibu, heard of that?
Duke's? Wait, Duke's, named after the great...
Duke Hanamaku,
The
yeah.
great... Is one of your surfboards
Yeah.
is at that place?
In Malibu, yeah.
What could be a better... Now, how long have you been collecting surf memorabilia?
About 20 years now.
About 20. Now, what inspires you to collect on the subject?
Well, I think, as someone who surfs and skated growing up, it's kind of a nice piece of functional artwork, if you will.
So now, where were
Handmade.
some of the places that you used to surf at?
Well, all up and down the coast.
Well, name some of the
Hawaii.
cities.
Well, PV, Redondo Beach, Manhattan Beach, up in Malibu. It's
Now, where was the best surfing? Where did you find the biggest and most treacherous waves?
Hawaii, of course, North Shore. Yeah.
North Shore in
Yeah,
Hawaii. Have you ever done it in Australia?
I've been to Australia.
Now, isn't that the top of the surfing line?
Probably North Shore of Oahu, yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
Hawaii, yeah.
I
But
see.
Australia's great too, but
So
depends
who
on the time of
who
year.
have been some of your all-time surfing heroes? Some of the really great surfers.
Probably, go back to, Duke Hanamaku, kind of the father of it all.
Well, I mean a little more, let's say,
Yeah,
from
contemporary.
1950 on.
Yeah, so, Greg Knoll and Larry Bertleman and Jerry Lopez.
Now,
Mike Henson.
what boards were the popular board? Were the Dewey boards, or what were the boards?
Sure.
Were the
It's all about transitioning. So it went from wood planks to foam to the current boards of today. But if you follow that whole history and the transitions through it and follow the eras, it's pretty interesting.
Now
from an innovation standpoint.
Now I assume you've got a lot of boards. None of them can hear me right now.
Right. Do I have a favorite?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
all
right.
of them. No, but I in particular like the airbrush boards.
The airbrush board. Now,
Airbrush.
what does that mean?
Boards that were shaped by hand and then laid out, and then an artist came in and actually airbrushed artwork on top of them.
Now, was there a specific design that comes to mind?
Yeah, so I mean, some of those airbrushers from back in the day were, like Jack Meyer or Bill Stewart, classic airbrush designs. But then it even went into kind of the '60s kind of acid splash movement of like the Timothy Leary, like Mike Henson boards are very desirable.
The Ass and Splash? Is
acid,
that what?
acid
Oh,
splash
acid
boards,
splash board.
Was it tune in, drop out?
Tune in, drop off, and wipe out.
And
I guess would be
that would be it. But Mike Henson boards are very desirable, and Starman was the artist on a lot of those boards.
Starman.
Starman was his name.
But is there a particular design that comes to mind? A particular illustration, airbrushed illustration that's one of your favorites?
Yes, I think anything like beach scenes,
But is there a
surfers
specific
on
beach scene that comes to mind?
It'd probably be an artist's interpretation of like the North Shore.
Is there a specific one that comes to mind?
Probably nothing specific, but just whatever grabs you as a piece of art, but also a functional piece of art.
So now, what is your name?
Jason.
Jason what?
Cohn. Cohn. And then I do have a social network for people who collect surf and surf memorabilia.
And what do they call that?
That's www.surfboardline.com.
Surfboardline.com.
Yeah, everybody and anyone who's interested in collecting vintage surf memorabilia, they can find it all there. It's all
Did
free.
you used to go to the cruise show?
I did.
I figured
Great
as
show, great
I figured
show.
as much.
Cruises
Should
are your
she
friend.
should she get her show back again?
I think so. I'm going to say that with a huge harumph from the entire community. We love
Okay.
your cruise.